Welcome everyone to ChessWhiz TV episode 387. I'm your host, The Wiz. Today we're going to play Stuck King Chess. What in the world does that mean? Well, we played a variant maybe 50, 100 episodes ago where you couldn't move your king unless it was in check. So it was basically you had to develop around your king, and when someone checked it, then you could move. Well, a viewer told me after the show, you know what would be really cool? Me. But he also said if you couldn't move your king, even if it was in check, that would be even more cool. And after I thought about it, I agreed that would be even more cool. So today, just like 3 years later, now we're going to try that variant where if you're in check, you still can't move your king, which basically means it's checkmate. It's just stuck on E1 the entire game. It's going to be very difficult to avoid getting checkmated because anytime you're in check, I mean, there's 3 options. Is this 3? No, this is 6. There's 3 options in chess. If you're in check, you can move your king. Okay, so now there's 2 options. You can block the check or take the capturing piece. With just 2 options, it's going to be very difficult to get out of check. So let's just try that. Let's play with a friend. So we, whoa, I don't remember what that was. So that we have someone who might play by these rules and see how it goes. Now, sometimes when we play these crazy variants, I just put the challenge out into the broader audience of chess, and some person from the internet joins. They don't know the rules, and so I don't move my king ever, and they do. That might be interesting as well, but let's try a game with the viewer first, if there's anyone watching who wants to play. Whoa, that's a weird view. What are those lines? What does this mean? This is bad. Oh. The screen has weird white lines on it. That's not good. I think it might be because of this. Yeah, fixed it. Oh, if only every life problem were like that. Okay, Repuscular, Crepuscular. Hi, you may never move your king. Ha 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 ha. Let's play d5. I mean, I can block this check just with a pawn on c6, so there's no worries there. So let's play d5 and see how it goes. The problem was solved by me clicking a button. I love easy to solve problems. In fact, it's better than no problem at all. You think about it, because you get this rush, like, whoosh. Oh, I didn't mean that kind of rush. You get this rush where you suddenly realize, like, I'm an awesome person. I can overcome challenges. Although you don't think all those words, you just feel it, which is, it's a chemical reaction, but it feels good. You ever had that problem? Let's say, for example, well, that's what life's all about. Let me talk about that some more. If you never had problems in life, it would get so boring so quickly. I mean, you wake up in the morning and your breakfast is already there. You eat it. Oh, look, there's your lunch, so boring. But you wake up in the morning and you have to drive to work and you can't find your car keys. Wow. Now life is exciting. Of course, it's better if you can find your car keys soon. So like after 30 minutes of searching, then you think, oh yes, they're probably in the toilet from last night when I was vomiting. So then you look there and that you solve the problem because look, there they are there. They haven't even been flushed, which is perfect. They're just mixed in with everything. So you pull those out and you're like, I'm so awesome because I remembered and solved my problem. That's a good feeling. Of course, it's not the best place to find your car keys, but you take what you can get. So let's see. Never move your king. What's that going to mean? That means this rook is really, really difficult to get into the game. So maybe I should actually get it into the game by moving this pawn up here and capturing my own bishop by moving forwards. Oh, he's planning to just checkmate me like this? Like, that's cool. Green line and then a red circle. Did you know you can do that? People stopped asking me how I do that. Take. He takes with this pawn. No good. Okay. I'll just play this. I think there's very low danger along this diagonal. The real challenge of this variant is how do you get your h1? That's not even h1. How do you get your h0 rook into the game because it's blocked by your own king? And then the other challenge is don't get checkmated because if the center opens up, look what he's trying to do, of course. He's got his queen across from my king and my king cannot move. He's probably trying to win or something. So there is that risk. So it's actually a reason that very wealthy people become depressed. Because they don't have challenges in their life. And so I would just warn you, don't become very wealthy or rich and famous. Those are hazards. You could become sad if you do that. So if that ever happens to you, why don't you just like send me the money and I'll save you from that burden. I'd be very, very happy to do that for you. Let's put the bishop in here. Cool spot for the bishop. Oh, he's developing his rook. Whoa. He's doing it. No way. I want to do that. But I kind of want to get rid of this awesome knight too. So I want to play h5 and get my rook in the game. But there are some dangers here, like checkmates, especially because I can't move my king. No! Crepuscular, your brain is the size of a human brain. Wow. That was amazing. I can't capture that. You're pretty smart. And I'm not. So this is a danger now. He's going to come down this file. My king can't move. Man, Crepuscular, you are owning this. Just owning it. So if I take, you take with this pawn, opening up this diagonal, I'm going to be in some deep trouble. Deep, very deep. How deep? So deep. There's a song called So Deep, by the way, because there's songs called everything. But So Deep sounds kind of like it's back when they first had to figure out how to make computers make music. Oh, if he takes this, I'm so dead. Let's go here. So then they're like, wow, computers can make music. I can push this note and then it'll just go and repeat over and I'm in big trouble. And that's kind of cool. So that So Deep is full of that noise. It's so deep. So I'm dead. How do I not get checkmate along this diagonal? Well, it's a file. I don't care. I know this move. Yeah, ChessWhiz, you're so smart. I have to take with pawn because this knight is stopping me from. Actually, I'm covered here. Maybe I should have taken with the knight. Maybe I should move my knight here. Nah, what should I do? Let's get the other rook in the game. This is stressful. Oh, he's being weird. If he checks me, and then I'm dead, I need to check him. This move. Genius, ChessWhiz! You're such a genius! Wow, my brain is expanding as we speak. Look at that move. Look at that. Wow. Wow. I can't even say wow loudly enough because it'll just make my eyebrow. And then it's just static. Look at that. Look at that move. I have just won the game with my genius rook f5. It's like that one move is more smart than all of his smart moves put together. He made like 8 smart moves. You see attacking me down these files. And then one move, it's like say his smartness level is like 7, but he made 8 of them, so that's 56. This rook move is like 400 smart, if you know what I mean. Because if he checks me here, I've got my rook on it. If he checks me here, I've got my queen on it. So first of all, he can't hurt me. But then I'm threatening to checkmate him. No, I'm not threatening anything. Oh, I'm threatening this, of course. He could also try to check me with the knight. Oh, maybe he could do this. Oh, no, doesn't work. He needs to check me here. So he just needs to take this pawn. Oh, maybe he can actually win this. Because if I capture this or this, then this would win because I can't move my king. So I have to guard that square. So like maybe I play here. And then, well, I don't know what happens. That was interesting. He's still doomed over here, so yeah, anyway, that was exciting. I don't know what happens after knight takes c4. Maybe I still win. You may not move your king. Move, it doesn't start with O. Let's try this again. Okay. Let's go, Roland says, why is the quality really bad? I'm at 720p, but it's really pixelated. Let's go, Roland. You should just be glad that you can watch this thing because half the time it's like buffering, and instead of chess, it's a spinner, and then the audio cuts out. So it's because I'm using a tree for my internet connection. I live in the forest, and so I'm actually I select the tallest tree, and I'm like, you're my Wi-Fi router, and I'm just doing the best I can. Okay. So one comment says, didn't he have rook takes e6? Didn't he have rook takes e6? Oh, I don't know if he had rook takes e6. I should find out because that's a great question. Now that I'm so stoked about my smartness, let's go over here to this game, the one we just played, and see if he had rook takes e6. Oh, 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 oh yeah. Yeah, I guess he did, huh? Yeah. One move before my brilliancy. He could just take this pawn, and if I block, then he just takes that too, and he wins. Well, I guess my chess isn't perfect. Good point. Who was that? Who said that? Program Fox. You're the man. You figured that out. You're smarter than both of us put together. But there's also a comment from Mango Town Plaza. So let's talk about this comment. Mango Town Plaza has just found out about the show recently, kind of like you, because the growership is like this. Wait, it's like this. Yeah, I would say it's like this, so that's backwards. And the reason it's backwards is because I cheated. I moved my king because I'm a cheating man. Undo that. He's accepting my take back. Sorry. Cheated. It wasn't my soul. It was just my brain. My brain cheated. There's a difference, of course. I'm not sure what it is. But that's because my brain doesn't know what it is. Anyway. Mango Town Plaza found out of the stream recently, and he clicked the follow button on Twitch. You can go to twitch.tv/ChessWhiz. You got to spell that right because there ain't no cheese whiz doing any streaming. And after clicking that, he gets emails every time I stream. And then he comes and joins and watches. So thank you, Mango Town Plaza. That's so cool. Anyway, he put a comment in here that says, this would work awesomely with corner chess. Yeah, totally. It totally would. I'm doing this to get my rook out. I'm gonna take some space, man. What do you say? What do you say about corner chess? He says corner chess is like chess 960, which is Fisher random chess, scramble up the back pieces. Except, better cover that pawn for a while. It says except next time I'm turning off the camera too, not just the audio. Oh, my clock. Let's take more space. I don't know what to do. We can't move our king. And so I'm actually thinking that the space is pretty effective. The extra space is really nice to have because it allows your rooks to get into the game. So I think I'm actually really winning this game because my rooks can do more than his rooks. Yeah. Okay. The kings start in opposite corners, there's no castling, and the king doesn't have to be in between two rooks. Well, it can't be since it starts in the corner. So chess 960 is where you scramble up the start pieces so that any of your 8 pieces can appear in any square on the back rank, and the pawns are in front in the start position, except, and this is important, let's do this, except the bishops have to be on opposite colors, so you don't have like two dark square bishops and no light square. That'd be a bummer. And the king has to appear between the rooks. So in chess corner chess, he's saying the king does not have to appear between the rooks. What is this in my face? I'm liking this move, I think. Man, I'm not doing very well. I lost something, didn't I? Yeah, I'm not being smart. That's my problem. Let's increase the smartness level. Checking by itself does not win. It nearly wins, though. Oh, my clock. I'm out of time. Oh, how often does that happen? Every game. So if I play here and he plays here, he's threatening this check, and he's threatening this check, so I have to keep these 2 pieces guarding those 2 squares. Looks kind of good for him. I want to play you again, Crepuscular, because you just stole 22 of my rating points. That's not okay. So I do think corner chess would be a good mix. A good mix with this variant. Although I do kind of like the fact that the king is in the middle in the way because the rooks have the problem of not being able to get into the game. It makes the game interesting about how do I solve this problem. You know, I got back to the beginning of the episode about having problems makes your life more meaningful. They actually did a study about suicide and they discovered that people who commit suicide have shorter life expectancies. I'm just kidding. That's a stupid statistic. They found that what am I doing? Well, my king, you know what I mean, can't move. So I should say that kings cannot move. So they discovered that people, generally speaking, who kill themselves, don't have. How do I even say this? It doesn't make it sound completely stupid and redundant. Uh, I'll reframe it another way. People who don't want to kill themselves have a reason to live. That sounds stupid too. Apparently, this discovery is not profound. It seemed more profound when I read about it. Let's just let's just talk about how it could be profound. People who seem to have a purpose or a goal, people who have a goal in life or something they're trying to do, are less likely to kill themselves. This just sounds so self-intuitive that I just feel stupid saying it. But maybe it's kind of true. The point, ooh, I could take this and his bishop can't. Oh, his knight is over there. Okay, I'll try it. You need to have something you're trying to do in your life, even if it's pointless. I mean, I've met people who are what they're trying to do is reach level 70, and then, oh no, they just made it so you could be level 80. This is a long time ago. And oh, my goal is to be level 80. This is in World of Warcraft. It used to be that 70 was the highest. Before that was 60. I think when it came out, the highest level was 60, or maybe 50. I think it was 60 though. And that was their goal. Now that seems really stupid and pointless, but actually they weren't killing themselves, and so that was actually pretty useful. Useful thing for them to be trying to do because it was a thing that they were trying to do. A queen here, and then I could almost win. Check it out. If I check, see, check it out. That's a pun right there because I'm so witty. And then he blocks me. Then this is just checkmate. Look at that blue arrow. And then what happens? Yellow circle. Boom. He's gone. So how do I win this now? Oh, if he takes this, I just instantly lose. That's frustrating. Oh, and he's also threatening this. Oh, and when he plays this, my queen will be under attack. And when I move my queen, then he's going to... Ooh. So I'll play this move. Nope. Not helpful. Oh man, I was so excited to take this pawn because it makes some threats, but I actually have to stay around in this area because of the threat of 96. This is serious. This is a serious problem. Yeah, I have to stick around right here. It's very interesting. If I took this pawn, he could play check, and that would be a win because my king can't move. So now I'm going to play this because this would be very painful. This is painful in any way. Oh no, I have to no. I keep thinking I'm okay. I just have to castle. Do you guys think I'm okay now? I don't feel okay. It's pretty bad. Yeah, this is pretty bad. This guy is winning. That's what he's doing. His queen. He has ahead of queen. That's a lot. Hmm. I'm out of time. No, ChessWhiz. When does this happen? Watch all of the episodes. You'll see I never run out of time except for this episode. Good thing I have a challenge right here so I can forget that this ever happened. It's a challenge against Loki. So, are you ready for your king to not move? Not move? I'm not the best typer in the world, but I'm not the worst. Okay, let's see what I got. I got a message from Program Fox. He says, maybe you didn't understand the research. Never mind, that was from Toad. He says, yeah, that's insulting, so I won't read that. Kings can't move, even if it's the only legal move. Yes, and that's really painful. So I've noticed that Queen E2 is pretty helpful because you're not guarding the F2 square at all. It's very painful. And honestly, I haven't checked email on this account since I made it. Well, we won't comment further on that. But I would like to comment on this move. I could trade my knight for nothing. Now, this opening, normally you can put some pressure here. And the reason that it's not so overwhelming is because the king can guard it. But in this variant, the king cannot guard it. So, okay, so let's not lose it to a queen. There is that risk. You got to make sure you're defending it here with the bishop. Okay? But I can just come down here and take you in the face. And that seems pretty powerful. Loki 117. That's a lot of Loki. Can I get past him? I can't castle. Let's do this. I mean, I can put some power right here. Now I can put my bishop here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna put my bishop here. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time. So I could do that, but he wouldn't have to respond. I would want him to take, so my knight could come in here and I'd be threatening h7. But he doesn't have to reply at all. In which case, I think that I could get nothing for it. So let's do this move instead. Oh, 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 2 notifications from Twitch. That's because I'm live streaming right now. And so these Twitchies want to Twitch. I'm going to try c3 because I don't want this knight to come out. Simon T84, T94, wow, that's a nice calculator, is following me. It's good to know. Let's try this move. He is also, yeah. Don't run out of time, ChessWhiz. Don't run out of time. This is a rated game. It's very important that you stop losing rating points like that. What am I not doing? There's another follower, though. Let's see. It's on my watch here. God of War Dark is following me on Twitch. Hey, that's cool. Let's get this rook in the game. It's very nice to get rooks in the game. Oh, did I just lose a thing? If I take this, he takes a queen. I take with knight. He takes my queen, and I can't recapture because my king can't move. But I'm going to do it. Because I'm an idiot. But there's another reason. This move is going to be uber duper powerful. Because he can't move his king. Oh, you're so dead. He resigns. He resigns. He's like, okay, free queen, but then wham. And because you cannot move your king, this is checkmate. Let me make it yellow. This, now let's make it blue, is checkmate. Checkmate Jim X. He can't move his king at all, and so that's just checkmate. And so he's actually totally dead. He's not like 95% dead. He is like dead right there. So, I mean, he needs to play b6, but then my queen is going to come checkmate him. Wow. Cool. Let's play again, Loki. I love winning. Okay, more comments. He had bishop takes f7 checkmate. I did? Right at the start? Oh, I'm such an idiot. Well, it's not checkmate, but look at that. Oh, it's checkmate. The king can't move. Man, move 3. I could have won. You guys have 1,000% more brain power. Maybe it's because there's 10 people watching. I don't know. What else does this say? Couldn't you have checkmated on move 3? Thanks. Yes. Okay, I got another challenger here. Disney Swimmer. That's an interesting username. I'll just say hi. Won't comment on your username. Don't move your king blocks. This is the way you say please if you're cool and you're 5 years old and you're 5 years ago. Then that's what you do. Okay. Yeah, I could have checkmated on move 3. That's kind of embarrassing. But you know, there's 2 ways to live your life. It's always difficult when I get philosophical on this show. Always difficult. Because then I have to say words. That's pretty hard. But I was trying to say, you can avoid embarrassment. There's a saying about this, which says, something about do not ask. No, ask the question. Yeah, this is the saying. It's coming into my head like a brain wave. Here we go. Checkmate. I'm ready for it. I've learned so much. Is checkmate to you, Disney Swimmer? Is this rated? So he'd better resign when I do this to him because checkmate, winking face, because he's 1100, and if he continues playing, I might lose. And it's a rated game. Checkmate, winking face. Please resign. Oh, he sends a frown. Perfect. I love it when my opponents frown. I'll play you again, though. Disney. You have to resign, though. If you ask the question, you will appear a fool for a moment. If you do not ask the question, you will be a fool for a lifetime. He's gone. He doesn't resign, just leaves the game. Well, that's interesting. Interesting choice. That's a really interesting quote to me, and I think it's so important to live by that quote. And then there's another quote. Most quotes have corollaries, and the corollary to that one is, keep your mouth closed and appear a fool. Open it and remove all doubt. So basically, just keep your mouth shut. No one will know how stupid you are. I don't think that's the best way to live. I think it's better to ask questions and be dumb for a while, because that way you can move beyond that. Living in a way that keeps you from being embarrassed is a small way to live. And that's why I'm doing this because you guys could keep yourselves appearing smart by not streaming a checkmate on the third move and not noticing, right? But it's better to just get out there and do that. Now, I've been streaming for 3 years, 3.5 years, so I guess I should probably notice checkmates in one, but whatever. Eventually, after I've been streaming for 23 years, I'll be like, guys, you see that checkmate right there? I can see that too, because I've been streaming and I've gained the experience. So if one of you guys wants to play King That Can't Move Chess, Glued King Chess, click the link in the chat right now. We've got Program Fox, we've got Simon T84, we've got Mango Town Plaza, and I'm calling you out because you need to click this, otherwise the show just stalls. Oh, look at that. It's Todovsky himself. I'll send him a heart because he is so heartful. And this guy goes way back. This guy's definitely a person. I checked. So I'm looking forward to this. All right. I like to call him Todovsky. Uh-oh. But of course, it's really Toad of Sky, which means flying frog. Oh, yeah. He has to play F6. One of us is feeling stupid right now, and it's not me. His queen is trapped out. Man, I win. Oh, I love winning. This is great. Oh, yeah. 4 moves, he loses queen. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was great. So he had to play F6, because if he should have played... Could he save himself? Yeah, knight F6. He should have played knight F6. Would have been a little bit better. Okay, so let's play this move. You can't take... Oh, he can. Never mind. Okay. Calm down, ChessWhiz. You haven't won yet. You're only ahead of queen. This happens all the time. You get ahead of queen, then you get overconfident, and then you get checkmated. It's like queen, confident, checkmate. It's a 3-step process. So let's calm down and skip step 2 and just go straight to getting checkmate. Never mind. That sounds dumb. This move? Yeah. Extra queen. I can't lose. I can't. It's impossible. I suppose I could have a stroke and then run out of time. But I have never had a stroke, so what are the odds? Let's close it up. Oh, my king can't move. This is awkward. Let's get untangled here. This guy got me tangled up. Yeah, take me, please. Let's trade down to queen and king against king. And then, well, you'll have a bishop. Sure, that's all right. Oh, man, this is... No, don't do it. Don't do it. No. Oh, ChessWhiz. Oh, remain a fool for a lifetime. I don't know. It seems like it doesn't matter what I choose. I'm going to remain a fool for a lifetime. Man, it's not a royal fork. It's a royal fork checkmate. I offer a draw. No, I resign. I'll play you again. I told you I couldn't lose. I had an extra queen. What? Brains are very tricky things. I used the wrong portion of my brain. I think your brain has a lot of portions in it. A lot of portions. You're not aware of most of them. Like the ones that keep you breathing. Or the one. I suppose there's probably just one like breathing portion. If you think about it. With your other portion. It's like, wow. You know, you're right. I do breathe. I breathe all the time. How do I do that? It's very mysterious. But there's portions that make decisions. It's very strange. Portions that make decisions that aren't the portion that you like to use to make decisions. Like, for example, let's say you're hanging out with some friends, maybe watching a movie. Okay, so let's say you have friends. You got to use your imagination here. And you're sitting on the couch together, you and your friends that you have, and there's some chips within reach while you watch the movie. Now, studies show that if you have a movie in front of you, you're more likely to eat more chips. That's 2 variables. You're likely to eat more chips. No, that's still 2 variables. You will eat more chips. There we go. Then if you don't have... Oh, I cheated. Man, something wrong with my... Okay, I'm done cheating. What's going on? I won't castle. Then if you don't have a movie for you. But what happens is you could say to yourself with your thinking brain, you're like, you know what? I'm kind of full right now, and those chips aren't very healthy. I know what I'll do. Why is my bishop sitting here? Wrong part of my brain moved it there. I know what I'll do, you could say. I just won't eat any of these chips. So then you start watching the movie and you get engrossed in the movie, which is a funny way to say you get interested. I like engrossed a lot better. And then pretty soon you look over that chip bowl and it's empty. What in the world happened? There's a different part of your brain that's eating those chips for you. It's very, very weird, but it's happening. This is tense. I got my rook covering my queen. I'm threading this now, not protected because the king can't move. Let's type it in. You can't move your king. And I've actually learned to work with this part of my brain. So what I like to do is play board games. You can probably tell because I'm playing chess right now, but other kinds of board games, like imagine Settlers of Catan, except actually a good game. If you like Settlers of Catan, that's because you don't know there's better games. But anyway, so I'm playing some board games, and the same thing happens. Like some yummy chocolate covered raisins are out, or some delicious thing, and I think I should not eat any of those. So what I do is, I can't castle. Yeah, I put this. Hold on. I have to use my Sarah whatever it's called, the thinking thing. Let's try this. I move the snack out of reach, just a little bit out of reach. Now, you would think I can still reach that. I just have to like stand up or something. But what happens then is that your brain has to work together with your brain in order to access that snack, because the part of your brain that just wants to eat it no matter what and isn't thinking in the thinking sense can't reach it. And so it has to enact the rest of your brain and is like, hey, I need you to stand up because I'm going to eat those. And then the rest of your brain says, huh? No, you're not. And it actually can help make that decision over the. Is this making sense to you? Over the part of your brain that just wants to eat those things. So by requiring more of your attention, you're safe. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool mechanism. Unfortunately, you're a bad decision maker. Most of you is a bad decision maker, which is why if you look around in your life, you're like, my life's kind of bad. That's because of your bad decisions. Maybe your life's good. My life's pretty good, but I just got lucky. I'm only joking. I've been listening to interviews of successful people recently. This doesn't seem very good. I'll go here. Interviews of what are they interviews of? I would say they're. Oh, this is. What? Queen right across from an enemy rook? That seems smart. What could go wrong? Nope, I lose now. Toad, you beat me again. I have to resign. Oh, I'll play you one more time. I got a challenge that I'm declining because I really want to play you one last game, then that's the end of the episode. So I've been listening to interviews of successful entrepreneurs. The show is called How I Built This. It's put on by NPR, which is kind of lame. Like, why would you want to watch something or listen to something from NPR? It stands for National Public Radio. In the United States, it's radio. But they interview entrepreneurs who've created big, successful businesses. Like, for example, I think I can't remember any because my brain's not working. But imagine that I just said an interesting business you've heard of, and you're like, wow, that's interesting. An interview of the person who founded that. Cool. So, one of the things they often ask is, did you get to where you are? Was your business successful because of the smart decisions you made or because you got lucky? And usually you'd expect them to say, well, of course, it was a combination. I made some good choices, made some bad choices, but, mostly good, if you know what I mean. Here I am trying to guess again. And then what happened was I also got lucky. But what they actually say is, oh, yeah, man, I just got lucky. They actually just attribute their success to luck, which was a big surprise to me. I did not expect them to do that so much, but what do you make of that? I don't know. Maybe they're easing their own guilt. The fact that they're so much better than everyone. I'm not really sure, but I'm reporting on it. I heard it and now I'm saying it. I don't know why it's true. I think it's wrong. I mean, when you hear these guys talk, they they know more. They're more experienced. They're making better decisions. They're pushing themselves harder than the average Joe, or my friends, in other words. And they're more successful. And obviously, there's a reason that they're getting up at 5 in the morning and they're working on their project, and then they're going to work all day, and then they're coming home and they're working on their project, and they're actually succeeding. And I am eating food while watching TV, right? There's a clear difference in our behavior. And I could definitely say you know, that there's a cause and effect there. But they're more humble than that. They're just like, well, I seem to be luckily getting up at 5 in the morning and exercising at the gym. And then luckily, I'm working hard at my job and impressing my manager. And then just out of good fortune, it seems that I am putting even more time toward my personal project here. Oh, and it looks like this business is being successful. How lucky. Whatever. Whatever, man. It looks like he could have taken this pawn, but I've got to win. Oh, yeah, there was that threat. Oh, I'm threatening my opponent. This is what a thrill. What a thrill. So I'm about to win here. I'm about to win. The next step is to win. G5. Yes, G5. Oh, yeah. That's a pawn move right there. Oh, it's a real chin stroker. So if I take this. I take this as a danger. If he pushes this pawn, I've got some problems. Because if I move the pawn, when he takes this, I can't capture back. You know what I mean? Because my king can't move. So I need to get rook d1 played. I think that's pretty important. And then, of course, knight e4 would help me out. What? Ooh. Ooh. If you don't know what's going on, that's a pretty weird move. But if you do, that's a pretty cool move. Oh, yeah. But what if I ignore it? I'll play knight e4 because it's spicy. So if I take this, he checkmates because I'm not allowed to move my king. But if he if he checks me here, I got him. And I'm still covering this, so I'm okay. And my knight's covering over here, so now I'm going to take that. Oh, now I have to trade my queen for a knight. That's not a very good trade. So I traded my queen for a knight, but the game's not over. He can't move his king, guys. So it's a simple matter to checkmate him. Watch what I do. Watch what I do. I'm going to win this game. I'm going to play my rook right here. Uh-oh. Oh, never mind. I lose. Man, this game is so hard. I don't know. I guess I just lost every time. Well, that was... I think there's nothing I can do here. Move my king. Not allowed. Block. I have to resign. Todovsky, you defeated me 3 in a row. I have to say GG. That was great. That was really fun. So if you guys want to try a new variant that's interesting, and if you still have friends after watching ChessWhiz TV, you should try this variant with your friends. Explore it. Let me know what you think. If you got... There's room under the video in the comment section if you want to tell me what you think of this variant, because I want to hear about it. If you think... what you think. I mean, it matters what you think. Quick, tell me before you're dead, because you are dying slowly. So, anything else on the chat here? Listen, you're a pixel. You can watch the YouTube video, and actually, I'm several pixels, so that's an improvement. And anything else here? Good job, Music Dan, for beating me 3 times in a row. Well, thanks for that. So next episode, by the way, you can go to the website at ChessWhiz.tv, and what the website shows you is what's coming next. So if you just click calendar at the top, you can see what we're doing next. And you can see it's Medusa chess, which is awesome. What is Medusa chess? What is Medusa chess? I guess you have to watch and find out. This has been ChessWhiz TV. Thanks for watching.